And welcome to Community Corner. This is where we highlight local organizations doing good. And this week we are shining the light on Dove Donor Outreach for Veterans. It's a nonprofit working to connect living kidney donors with veterans in need. And their mission is to bridge the gap between heroes who've served and the life-saving transplants that they actually deserve. So we're joined by it's Hallie Slaughter, and she's here to tell us about this life-saving work, or Haley, excuse me. And this is such a unique organization and focus as well. I cannot wait to learn more about this. Okay, so for those who aren't familiar, how did Dove get started?
So Dove was started in 2020 by our founder, Sharon Kreitzer.
Oh.
So she worked in the VA, and during her time working there, she noticed a specific need within the veteran community. And she noticed that veterans had a higher rate of needing kidney transplants and a lower rate of getting transplanted. So what a lot of people don't know is if you need a kidney transplant, it's up to you to find your living kidney donor.
Oh.
So Dove was started as a way to give back to our veterans who have given so much to us.
I had no idea. Okay, so you have the stress of realizing you need a new kidney and then also the stress of having to find one.
Yes.
Okay, that's a lot.
And unfortunately, the wait for a deceased donor is 5 to 8 years, and a lot of our veterans won't survive the wait.
That's a long wait.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we've kind of already highlighted this, the criticalness of the need for finding a kidney, but why the veteran population in particular?
Well, we wanted a way to give back, a way to not only just say thank you, but to have our actions match our words. And our veterans have given so much for us that this is a fight they shouldn't have to fight alone. And so we feel very strongly that we want to give back to our veteran community.
Okay, so walk us through the donor outreach process. What does it look like?
Yeah, so if a donor comes to us, we will match them with a veteran and a transplant center based off some key demographics, their blood type, if they can travel, or if there's a specific veteran they want to help. We'll then refer them to the transplant center, and the transplant center will do the medical evaluation process. And so we support the donor throughout the way, and one of the most important ways we do that is we make sure that it's financially neutral for the donor. So they're never going to pay out of pocket for any costs associated with this. Our founder, Sharon, our veteran case manager, Denise, and I were all kidney donors as well, so we can also give them a firsthand personalized experience of what they can expect through the medical evaluation process, surgery, recovery, and life after donating.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and you just mentioned that, you're a kidney donor
Yes.
as well to this program, which is just amazing. Tell us about your experience. I understand 6 days later, you were actually out walking around DC. Is that true?
3 days after. And
3
I walked 6
days
miles,
after, and you
yes.
walked 6 miles. That's even better. Okay, so explain to us what this was like for you.
So most donors are released the next day from the hospital.
Okay.
And by
next day.
Yes, and by day 3 or 4, I usually feel up to doing some walking. So I had never been to DC, and my husband and I were there without our 3 children. So I was very determined to see and do all of the things.
Yes, experience and enjoy.
So that's not normal, but I was sore, so I walked very slow.
Yeah.
But it was an amazing, incredible experience, and it was actually the realization of a lifelong dream. I'd wanted to be a donor since I was 8,
Yeah.
but I didn't know how to be a donor. So I was very excited and happy that I got to do this. And most of us don't know that if you're born with 2 healthy kidneys and you're medically cleared, you can share your spare. And you can
Really?
give a kidney to someone who needs it and save their life. And to have that profound, direct impact on someone and to save a life was incredible. I wish my kidney would come back so I could do it again.
Oh my goodness. And I mean, this was an effort that was also recognized too by some of our leaders. I mean, you received the Spirit Freedom Award from Senator Mike Crapo. What was that like?
It was humbling. It was hard at first to accept because I didn't do this for recognition and to get accolades for it. But then when I realized I could use it as a platform to spread awareness and to educate people and to hopefully inspire at least one person to come forward and be a donor, then I was more okay with it.
That's awesome. I love that. And we got this photo here too of you
Yes.
receiving that award. That is wonderful. All right, so if someone is interested in becoming a donor, or perhaps help the cause. Well, first of all, let's talk about becoming a donor.
Yes.
What do you say to them if they're on the fence right now?
Well, we're there to support you, and it's a very personal decision. And so we believe in a no pressure approach. We want to make sure that this is a decision that's best for you. And so we tell them that it's very medically safe. It takes about 3 to 5 months to get medically cleared to be a donor, so they're not going to clear you if they have any concerns whatsoever. You're able to change your mind at any point in time. Right before they wheeled me into surgery, they asked me one last time if I wanted to go through with it.
Oh, wow.
And, we tell them that studies have been done. They actually show that kidney donors tend to live longer than non-kidney donors.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
And so, it's a very personal gratifying thing just to know that that you're healthy enough to do this, and just again that you get to have that impact and to save a life and to give back in such a meaningful way.
Oh, this is beautiful. Where can people go to learn more?
dovetransplant.org.
So simple, dovetransplant.org. Haley, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Greatly appreciate your donation and the fact that you have this platform that you're helping others. This is beautiful.